My grandmother passed away recently. She was very old and had lived a long life. She was well loved by all of us grandchildren, but had quite a reputation in her neighborhood. You know how every neighborhood has a witch, an old lady who lives by herself and is feared by all the local children? Well, that was Grandma. I'm not sure how exactly she got that reputation. She was always just Grandma to me. Whenever I asked her about it, she'd smile mysteriously and say that people talk. I think I'm starting to understand it a little better now. Since I'm the relative that lived closest to Grandma, cleaning out her house and dividing her stuff has been my responsibility. I found a couple of strange things, mostly stuffed in kitchen drawers or stored away in the attic. There's a cabinet up in her bedroom that's full of tiny little bottles with strange labels like health, love, and dread. I found several Ouija boards, and there's a bunch of human hair in one of the bedside tables. My favorite thing that I found in Grandma's house, however, is an old book titled Recipes. I got excited when I found it because Grandma was a great cook, and I figured that's where I'd find instructions behind the delicious dishes that she made. But let me tell you, I have learned a lot of things from this book so far, and making a casserole is not one of them. Today, I would like to share with you the first recipe from Grandma's book. How to obtain a Will-o-the-Wisp. There are many reasons that men do anything in their power, risking life and limb in the process, to obtain a Will-o-the-Wisp. One might trade it with a male witch for one of those magic spells in tiny glass bottles, or one might use it to light up a small cabin for eternity, or one might stick it in one's pocket and never feel cold again. In this manual, I am going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to obtain one. Just follow these simple steps. Number 1. Go deep into the woods. The land you are in doesn't matter, any woods will do. Make sure to bring plenty of water and a weapon, preferably not magic-based. Keep walking. It makes no difference if you are walking in circles or coming up on a new part of the woods. Eventually, you will run out of water, feel hungry, and extremely fatigued. Soon, you will notice that you are in a different place. You will see bright green fireflies and dark purple fungi growing on the trees. You might notice a group of little cats with striped fur, small fangs, and big orange eyes. Maybe you will hear the sound of a giggle bird singing in the distance. But let's hope not, for your sake. If you look up into the sky, you will see 2 bright full moons. You are now coming into the surreal realm, the land of perpetual evening, great adventure, and abandoned hope. Number 3. Do you see that ring of trees? Look closely and you will notice that in the middle, there's a small cabin made out of gray brick, covered in algae and wallflowers. Walk up to it and knock on the little wooden door. 2 shaves and a haircut, or just 3 curt knocks will do. If you're lucky, there's nobody in the cabin. But if you're unlucky, you will encounter one or more human beings sitting at the kitchen table or writing by the dim light of a lantern in the corner. It's likely that a puppet master is living in the cabin. Puppet masters are large, nearly ethereal beings known to live in small crawl spaces and attics. The favorite pastime of the puppet master is using human skins as vessels for its long, ghostly fingers. You can usually tell when a person has been overtaken by a puppet master. Maybe you'll be staying in a cabin in the woods with friends. You wake up, sit down at the kitchen table, and notice how oddly your friends move their limbs and how forced their smiles are. Or maybe one day you will receive a letter from a distant relative riddled with odd phrases like, "Dear relation, this morning I woke up to the taste of moonlight," and "The weather is loud today. I hope to read from you soon." If you have any suspicion that a puppet master dwells in your cabin, it is best to introduce yourself politely to the other people in the cabin. Sit down for about an hour and offhandedly mention that you are going out to fetch some firewood, and then you may run away and abandon your mission. Number 4. Now you need to go down to the basement door and open it. A huge spiraling staircase will await you. Start walking down the steps, carefully. After several hours, you will see torches below you, and you may feel a bit more at ease. Keep on walking. There will be doors in between every other torch, but you must not open them. They lead to different realms and different dangers. Number 5. After what might feel like a month of walking, you will notice a body of water below you. As you get closer, you will see that it is an abandoned, murky ocean floor. Just keep descending the stairs. You will be able to walk swiftly as well as breathe normally. Once you are at the bottom of the stairs, a few fish might swim past you. Try not to touch them. They are not regular fish. Many people report a feeling of dread at this point. In the distance, you will hear music from a time long past. Melancholy songs about men drowning at sea and lovers losing one another during a nuclear winter. Go towards the sound. Number 6. The music will get louder and louder, and you will see that it is coming from a large, sunken passenger ship. Approach it. All of the windows will be broken, and you will be able to climb through one and get inside the large sea vessel. Number 7. You are now in the large ballroom of the ship's elite passengers. Here you will finally see the Will-o-the-Wisp. It will be floating about, providing music and light for the dancing passengers. The passengers are, of course, long dead. Most of them have a skeletal appearance, and they will be completely silent. They will, however, still be dressed in their fancy attire and grievously waltzing to the sound of the dreadful music. Number 8. You must now quietly go up to one of the passengers. Tap them on the shoulder and ask them to dance with you. If they accept, you would better know how to waltz. The music will change, and this melancholy song will be about the most devastating thing that has ever happened to you. Be strong. Many people have gotten lost in the sadness of the moment, and they are still waltzing with the dead at the bottom of the ocean today. Number 10. Once the song ends, you must politely thank your partner for the dance. If they take your hand and gesture to the dance floor, asking you for another dance, you may decline and ask instead for a party favor. The ghoul will then take the Will-o-the-Wisp and hand it to you. After that, you may bow and leave the boat. If the ghoul does not ask for another dance, you can either take the Will-o-the-Wisp and try getting out of the ship as the passengers come after you, or you may leave, forsaking your mission. If you choose the latter, no harm will come to you, but you will have to find your own way back home. If you obtained your Will-o-the-Wisp, congratulations! You must now give it a personal name, and it will be loyal to you forever. Simply ask it to guide you home, and it will lead you back into the mortal realm. Good luck. Strange, isn't it? I haven't tried it yet. I wonder if it works.
Is it a sin? Is it a crime? Loving you dear like I do? If it's a crime, then I'm guilty of loving you.